bed.
Oh, no.
Well,
Right.
that's fine.
Not a bad idea.
Yawn a little bit and then Allie to sleep.
She was putting us to sleep.
I know.
She was not on her game this morning.
Oh, she's yawning.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not exactly on my game either.
Kind of dragging a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Boże blagosłowi Ameryku and
Oh, ciao, baby. As God bless America, and I declare world peace in Croatian. Not bad, huh?
No.
Now let's go from Dubrovnik, Croatia, all the way to Wall Street.
Yay.
With an opening stock market report, we have Ken Roberts. Hey, Ken, what's up?
Well, core inflation's up. It's up 0.1%. Consumer spending up 0.5%. Income's up 0.5%. All a little better than expected. And the core inflation number is without food and energy costs. The market right now is mixed. The Dow's down 2.2, but the Nasdaq's up 9.5, and the S&P 500's up 1. So pretty flat, kind of a mixed market here today so far.
What caused it to go down there? Anything in particular, or just profit taking?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of profit taking, maybe a little caution. This inflation number, little strong, and so the Fed's kind of targeting a 2% inflation rate. Could indicate if this strengthens, another interest rate increase. So that number's a little higher than expected.
So the market doesn't like that interest rate increase, huh?
Well, there's a lot of other things going on. I don't think it's just reacting to that one number, but the consumer spending and personal income numbers are pretty good.
Okay.
Like seeing that. Consumer confidence, consumer sentiment did come out with a 91.2 reading. That was a little bit lower than expected.
Okay. Well, Jim's doing his part on the consumer spending thing.
Good.
He's remodeling his kitchen, so that's always a good thing.
And converting the lighting to LED.
LEDs.
That's an expensive thing.
He's been doing that for a month.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
you just can't take it all out of one check.
Sounds like a good project.
It is, and I'll let you know about the payback.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be dead 30 years when the break-even point hits.
For somebody, because I'll probably sell the house.
God. Anything big coming out later today, or is today just going to coast into the weekend?
Yeah, that's it for today. Next week, the big thing is the jobs report will be out on Friday. The monthly jobs report. Get some other, construction spending, pending home sales, a few other things throughout the week.
Okay. No bump from the debates yesterday? No Wall Street comments about who did what to who or anything?
Not that I've seen.
Okay. Well, Wall Street seems to be kind of taking a wait-and-see attitude on that, huh?
Yeah. See, Super Tuesday, maybe get a better feel for it, but it'll come down to the elections. And
Yeah. Okay. Do the Koch brothers now getting in and backing Marco Rubio, does that have any effect on anything as far as the market goes?
I don't think so.
No. They just have so much money, it doesn't matter if they spend $1 billion here or $1 billion there.
Yeah. The market will, certain industries will definitely could be impacted by who gets elected. We've seen that in the last cycle where coal, for example, the coal industry is way down. The alternative energy sectors, some cases doing a little bit better, things like that. So economic policies are important, especially for certain industries could be impacted by policy.
All right, Ken. Well, you've written a book, a bestseller, The Tactical Option Investor. How do we get that book?
You can find that on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com, or get one right over there at Buy Nevada First.
Right over there. So now you have how can we get in touch with you so if somebody wants to check out their portfolio?
You can give me a call at 775-825-4555.
Sweet. And thank you for calling, and we hope that you can call us back next hour.
I sure will.
All right. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks.
All right. It's Ken Roberts from Fat Tail Trading. Give them a call. Have them check out your investment portfolio. Let's go from Wall Street to East Truckee-Dorf, Nevada. East Truckee-Dorf. Well, maybe are we still in East Truckee-Dorf, Megan?
Yes, we are in extreme East Truckee-Dorf.
Okay.
This does.
We're going from Wall Street to East Truckee-Dorf. On line one, the drop dead gorgeous. Our prayer lady, it's Megan herself. Hey, Megan, what?
do you have?
You betcha. Thank God it's Friday.
No kidding.
Thank goodness. Yep. So, I have a prayer request today.
Okay.
This is requested from Emily, and it's for her grandfather, Bud, but his real name is Lamar Long. He's in the hospital. He's like in his 80s, and he has atrial fibrillation. I hope I said that right.
AFib, yeah. You said it right.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So it's
I
for
think that myself.
it's for Bud in the hospital with AFib. Okay.
Right,
So
and also, of course, and anybody, who's in the hospital, especially the elderly,
Mm-hmm.
and also for our good friend Bob Liggett.
Oh yeah, Bob's wife. Bob and his wife.
Yeah, that whole family.
Yep.
But they get a good outcome from her test today, and so they can enjoy the rest of their weekend and the rest of their life, actually. So, anyway, that's what I got today. Now I got to go jump in the car and rush to work.
All right.
Oh no. All right, Megan. You
Well,
take
be
care.
careful, and it's always okay to be a little late if you want to be
Yeah.
safe.
Yep. Be safer.
I think I need to go slow because I have a red car, and I don't know. I think that they are more noticeable to the troopers.
No, I think they are too. We'll ask the trooper when he calls, but I think you're right. Red, bright yellow, those kind of colors, I think attract troopers more. I think white cars get less speeding tickets than any of them.
Fallacy.
Yeah, because there's about 100 million of them out there.
Yeah, that and silver.
Okay, everybody. Well, it was good talking to you, and I just want to say, vaya con Dios, go with God, and have a wonderful day. And here's a smooch. Bye. Mwah!
Bam.
Oh, there it
Thank you,
is.
darling.
That's the famous Megan. Goodbye kiss. Oh, Megan. Getting in her hot red car and her hot red dress, going to her hot red job. That's the lovely Megan. Let's go from East Truckee-Dorf, Nevada. Let's go east to a third world nation where the pavement ends and the dirt begins. The home of the longest continuous burning tire fire anywhere in the continental United States. There's the fire gong right there going off. Silver Springs, Nevada, where the town slogan is Silver Springs. Huh? It's Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
What's up?
Morning, everybody. You know what? The sun came up. It is gorgeous out here. Suntan weather. You know what? I got a feeling it's going to be bikini weather by 2. They're talking 65, 70 degrees out here today. And unfortunately, no water. So what little bit of water we have had, yeah, it's been a little bit of relief on the drought, but not a lot. Our wonderful senators postponed a vote yesterday, and of course that vote was on proper food labeling. They couldn't come to an agreement. I just don't get this. 90% of the people, 9 to 1, want something, and our politicians, our elected officials won't give it to us. Think about that when you go to the polls, ladies and gentlemen. They're not there
how
for
are
you.
you?
They're there
How are
for
you
them.
getting your statistics of 9 to 1?
They have been doing polls for the last 3 years. The New York Times most recent poll was about 4 months ago. They came in at 93% of the people polled want food labeling.
Okay.
Um,
How many people do they? How many people do they? Do you know any of the statistics?
Well, usually when they do one of those, what is the survey that they always do? I'm drawing a blank.
RL
But they use
poll?
no, it's like I want to say Gallup, like Gallup
Gallup
poll.
poll. Okay, there we go.
When they do, and don't ask me where Gallup came up with this number. When they do a Gallup poll, 1,111 people are asked a question, and that's where they get that number. And it's like I said, I don't know where the number 1,111 came from, but that's the number of people they ask in a poll when they do a poll like that. And I think it's more to be a little expedient with the time factor there. then, obviously it's not going to take as long to get 1,100 opinions as it would 30,000. But there's some kind of mathematical equation the guy did, that Gallup did when he formulated this system for doing polls, that 1,111, if you send the information to the right, you get a really good cross-section of your population.
Well, yeah. Well, that's cool.
So, but
they're all for it. I think
that's where when I quote a number on these percentages on this food labeling issue, they're not coming from the organic side. These are coming like Wall Street Journal, the Huffington Post.
Okay.
What's the paper in Washington?
The Washington Post.
The Washington.
The Post.
Yeah, down there in D.C., their paper also has had these numbers come in, and they've been coming. This is what really is very baffling to me. These numbers have been coming in for about 10 years now, at the same rate. And so again, our taxes right now are paying them not to do their job. So I don't get it. If I don't do my job, you know what? I have to fire myself. I don't know what to say.
Hey, Aaron,
but,
here's an off the wall. Do you vote?
Yes.
Do you vote for every election?
You know what? I've only started voting in the last couple years because of, I was a guest of the governor for a minute and I had to reapply for all that. But this year, this is going to be my first presidential election, and I'm kind of a little excited about it. But I've only voted the one time because that was the time element there last year, or the last election, I mean.
Well, no, I was just wondering because, all the campaigns, it's like if we could get this known about the, the GMO, if we can get that known, I mean, maybe, the candidates would speak about it. But, I mean, that's never mentioned in any of the...
And what you're saying right there, I have sent questions to every campaign with no response. I have talked to Hillary Clinton's campaign twice, to Bernie Sanders' campaign, and let me see, I don't remember who else. One of the Republican people called me too, and I had the same question for everyone. What are you going to do to give us a functional Congress that represents we the people?
Yeah.
Our government is for the people, by the people, of the people. It's not anymore.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, we need to find out what the candidates are thinking about the GMO.
Well, if enough people brought it up, it would become an issue.
I mean,
the problem is they're so worried about building walls between here and Mexico.
We're talking about they want to get the black vote, they want to get the Latino vote.
Yeah, I just,
you know what? Right along the line, what you're saying there, I think if they went out and addressed the issues, they would get the vote. It doesn't matter if it's black, Latino, white, green, pink, blue.
Yeah.
To me, that is creating an issue in our society we have enough problems every day. Do we need to make race an issue every time we open our mouth?
Well, no, I'm
politicians have done.
That, and then on top of that, they're talking about for women's rights. That's a big thing in this issue.
Well, and they're not making it an issue. To be an issue, people have to be upset about something.
Right, and they're saying this stuff.
And for years, it's been we got to pay our rent, we got to be able to pay our bills, and we're in this recession, and things got to get better, and everything else takes a back burner. But I think if enough people, said, "Hey, we want food labeling," and not just a few, but if enough people stood up and said this is becoming an issue for us, it'll be an issue. If people in Missouri, the football players, stand up and say, we're not being treated fairly, we want the president of the university to resign. He did. They stood up, they made it an issue, and they got results.
Yeah.
It's we the people that have to do something about it, not they the government.
Yeah.
And that is something, when I do my writing and stuff, that is something I say, we the people, if we the people truly want, it's one thing to participate in a poll. It's another thing to go to the poll and vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's two different elements there. And I know a lot of people, especially presidential election time, a lot of people feel their vote doesn't matter because of the Electoral College. However, and this is where, when I go around with this "Whom do your elected officials represent" campaign, and I ask people how they feel about their elected officials, on the local level, they're fine with them. They really feel that they're representing our best interests. It's on a national level. When they get into Washington on the federal level, that's where everything goes kittywampus, and of course, that's where the big money starts coming in. You don't get Monsanto giving somebody $10,000,
Right.
For a city council seat. You get them for a senator seat. You get them, and when you look at these contributions out there, those are the people pushing Monsanto's issues through the court, through the system, and it's going to be very interesting to see. Monsanto just had, I don't know if anybody's aware of this, Monsanto and the Grocery Manufacturers Association were just found guilty of manipulating the Food Initiative labeling law up in Washington, in the state of Washington.
It doesn't hit the paper either.
Yeah, it's
And this kind of stuff gets kind of buried unless you're in a grassroots movement and you find this stuff out. And that's why when I print this stuff on the blog and stuff, just try to get that information out there to people so they can see what's going on with our elected officials and in this organization. I mean, it's like I said, Monsanto has been in the food supply with chemicals since 1901.
all right, Aaron.
And for people not to realize that,
Well, Aaron, we need to get moving, but give us your contact information if you want to get involved in that. Contact Aaron, and how do we do that?
Hey, 775-230-9915. I'm out here right now putting price tags on everything in the front of the farm this morning here for the weekend. We'll be here all 4 days, folks, blowing everything out. www.Alliday LLC on the website. It's going to be gorgeous. Let's have a great weekend. Let's all be safe out there.
All righty, that's Aaron out in Silver Springs. Get involved if that's your issue. Contact him and become part of the food labeling lobby, I guess.
Yep.
We could say that. Well, this is AM News. We're going to go to a short break, but stay tuned because we will be right back.
See you.
Healthcare.